With a spoiler on a major star's next appearance and more, this is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Explaining why Danhausen has been off AEW television, Sean Ross Sapp said this during a Fightful Q&A. There was a thing last year where I knew they took issue with some miscommunication regarding his availability or preferred availability. He had a family situation that I'm not going to get into, and then they were like, oh, but look, now he's taking indies and all that. It was a miscommunication. He is well liked there. In a video posted by NXT star Jordan Grace on X, Shawn Michaels can be seen playing a guessing game trying to name NXT stars by their voice.
They're not allowed to disguise their voices, right?
Hey, Sean.
Pass.
Hey, Sean.
I'm doing horrible at this.
Hey, Sean.
Again?
Hey, Sean.
Oh, well, that's Zari.
Yeah. Hey, Sean.
Kalani.
Yeah. Hey, Sean.
One more time.
Hey, Sean.
And I
Hey,
know
Sean.
everybody's voice. One more time.
Hey, Sean.
Well, that's loud.
Hola, jefe.
That's Lola, for sure.
Hey, Sean.
Well, that's Jordan.
Hey, Sean.
One more time.
Hey, Sean.
Is that Soul?
No.
No.
Hey, Sean.
One more.
Hey, Sean. Ah!
Oh, is that Thea?
Hey, Sean.
One more time.
Hey, Sean.
I know who that is, too. I'm just, oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, girl. Jesus.
What's up, Coach?
Jada.
Hey, turn around.
I can't believe it.
Providing an update on the lawsuit against AEW by two former wrestlers and a commentator, Ringside News said Kevin Kelly and the Tate twins just hit a legal roadblock in their case against AEW, and now it's all going behind closed doors. A federal judge in Florida has ruled that former AEW commentator Kevin Kelly and former AEW tag team the Tate twins, Brandon and Brent Tate, must take their dispute with All Elite Wrestling to private arbitration. The decision came down from Judge Harvey E. Schlesinger, who agreed with AEW's request to enforce the arbitration clauses buried in the talent contracts the trio signed. In his ruling, Schlesinger described the contract language as a classic delegation provision, requiring all disputes between talent and AEW to be resolved for final, binding, and conclusive arbitration conducted before a single arbiter in Duval County, Florida. That means this case won't be unfolding in public court anytime soon, and likely not at all. The judge granted AEW's motion to compel arbitration, but did not dismiss the case. Instead, he ordered the matter administratively closed, meaning the federal case is on ice while arbitration plays out. Kelly and the Tates will be required to provide the court with status updates every 90 days, though those filings may reveal very little about what's really happening. Attorney Stephen P. New, representing the plaintiffs, told Post Wrestling, "We look forward to pursuing the plaintiffs' claims in arbitration." AEW did not respond to a request for comment. This legal clash began back in August 2024 when Kelly and the Tate brothers filed a complaint in Philadelphia. The suit targeted AEW company president Tony Khan and commentator Ian Riccaboni, alleging breach of contract, defamation, and more. AEW pushed to move the case out of Pennsylvania and eventually into federal court in Florida, citing the arbitration clauses in the talent agreements. Kelly claims Riccaboni falsely painted him as a QAnon supporter after he posted about the film The Sound of Freedom. He believes that perception ultimately got him fired. The The Tate twins, meanwhile, alleged that Tony Khan damaged their reputations when he publicly questioned their reliability during a press conference, just after they were cut from the AEW roster in April 2024. In court, the plaintiffs argued that the arbitration clauses and the contracts as a whole were unfair and should be thrown out, but the judge wasn't convinced, calling their claims generalized and not specific enough to override the delegation clause. He wrote, reading plaintiffs' response in the most gracious light possible, this court finds that plaintiffs have not specifically challenged the delegation clause. AEW has had similar success recently, pushing former wrestler Ryan Nemeth's claims into arbitration earlier this year. For critics of arbitration, this ruling adds fuel to the fire. Detractors argue that private arbitration shields powerful companies and limits transparency. Wrestlers, meanwhile, may have fewer tools to fight back when disputes arise. Still, this fight isn't over, just out of sight. Kelly and the Tate twins can still pursue their claims, but they'll have to do it in the private system outlined in their AEW deals. On TikTok, a user uploaded photos of a sign that was allegedly confiscated on Raw, writing, "Took my son to see Raw, and he wanted to bring a sign of his favorite wrestler CM Punk along with his home country to represent. Our sign was clearly visible on TV. We got messages from tons of people watching at home. We even saw the sign on the big screen at the arena. Nice shot of John Cena right before it happened. But right after that shot, security came and took our sign. WWE took my son's sign away last night on Raw. Honestly, it feels terrible having to explain that to my son when he asks, why don't they like Palestine?" Apparently, Seth Rollins will be getting a new entrance theme in WWE, with Corey Hayes of BodySlam.net reporting. WWE is working with a mainstream artist to create a new theme for Seth Rollins. The exact artist is unknown at this time. It was also noted that Rollins' faction will be receiving a name soon. Asked if he had pitched being a heel in WWE, AEW star Ricochet mentioned this to WFAA. I mean, I think honestly, it's one of those things where you can pitch until your face turns blue, but if no one's listening, then no one's listening. It's frustrating. There's so many different stories about guys pitching stuff. Just because you pitch it doesn't mean it's going to happen. People pitch things all the time, but only certain guys actually get their ideas through. I think it was just one of those cases where I wasn't one of those guys, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has their spot, and that was my spot. When my time came, I just decided to move on and go to a different spot, you know? Sure. Talking about a potential return to TNA Wrestling, James Storm told Chris Van Vliet, "I would if the circumstances are right. I don't really care about winning championships and stuff now. I care about giving back and helping the younger guys learn how to wrestle on TV. I see so many younger guys who can wrestle and hit all the moves, but they don't really know how to work on TV properly, especially with the whole NXT deal. I think that could make a good story too. Like, does he join NXT or does he stay in his home base of TNA? Which one does he help?" Revealing why Commander was pulled from AEW Dynamite this week, Dave Meltzer noted on Wrestling Observer Radio, he was wrestling on Sunday in Oaxaca and he was doing the rope walk deal and the Fosbury. He got all the way through the ropes, slipped when he was doing the Fosbury, and essentially Ultimo Guerrero saved his life, but he was hurt. I don't know the severity of it or anything, but the last word I heard was that he's not expected to be back for the Arena Mexico show on the 20th. asked about Ron Killings returning to WWE and how talent in the company feel about this situation, Sean Ross Sapp said this during a Fightful Q&A. It subsided significantly, but when Triple H made those comments, like all part of the show, especially about somebody who was as beloved as Truth, a lot of talent had strong emotions about his departure. That didn't sit well with a lot of people. The flood of people coming to me saying this is BS, that subsided pretty heavily, and you know, Truth, Ron Killings, he took the picture with Triple H to kind of show everybody, hey, I'm back, it's all good, that type of thing. But yeah, it was definitely a situation that most of the talent weren't exactly keen on at first. Going over the next possible appearance for Goldberg in WWE, Ringside News wrote that Goldberg is on his way back to WWE and it looks like he's coming straight for Gunther. According to Bodyslam.net's Viper, Goldberg is reportedly planned to return next week on Monday Night Raw, just days after Gunther recaptured the WWE World Heavyweight Championship by defeating Jey Uso. The timing isn't lost on anyone. For weeks, there's been speculation that Goldberg's retirement match would involve the Ring General. Now it looks like WWE is setting the stage. Gunther already fired shots during his post-title win comments, shutting down rumors and making it clear that legends like Goldberg were never a concern. Everyone was speculating that Seth Rollins was going to do something with his briefcase, or that Goldberg was going to show up to finally kick my ass, Gunther said. In reality, when I was world champion the first time, all those big names stayed away from me, and for good reason. With Goldberg already confirming on CarCast that his retirement match is locked in, his expected return could mark the beginning of the end. I know the date of my retirement match. No one else knows the date public-wise. I hurt myself a couple times in the past 3 months, but I pulled back, he admitted. All signs now point to Goldberg stepping back into the ring to finish what fans have been waiting for, a final showdown with WWE's most dominant champion. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.